Holy shit, I actually did it. I hit my goal of reaching 100,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. And the weirdest thing is, I thought I was definitely gonna fail. I literally had reminders in my calendar to film "This is my failure" video. I actually ended up posting "This is my failure" video. So it feels kind of funny now to be filming this one saying that I actually did it. I'm not filming this to show off or anything, but I had made a video saying my plan to hit 100,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. And so I think it's nice to kind of finish that story and say that the story had a bit of a happy ending, I guess. I documented parts of it, of course, and now I just like to tie the whole piece up. So in this video, I'm going to show you the actual Spotify for Artists data so you can see that I'm not just talking shit. I'm going to break down how I did it very quickly, as I obviously spoke about this in another video, but there might be new watchers over here and what I think was more luck and maybe more repeatable, and ultimately what the real lesson in all of this was for me. So jumping straight into it, let me take you to the data over here. So this is my Spotify for Artists. The song was released on the 7th of November 2025, so at the end of last year, but I got this between the 7th of November and the 6th of December. And you can see over here, just over 100,000 monthly listeners. I think it sat at over 100K for about 2 days before it started coming down. You can see after these big spikes. It was these 3 big spikes that I suppose really kept me up there. And before the comments come and do this for me, of course it has dropped now, but this is completely normal. I've also stopped heavily promoting the song, but I guess for me, hitting it means that the system, the stuff that I do and talk about here has actually worked. What I actually did, as I said, I'm not going to go into super deep detail on this, as I did post my failure video, which goes into much more detail. For those that haven't seen the video, it was basically 2 key things. The first one was paid meta ads. I ran ads from Instagram, sending people to a landing page and then ultimately through to Spotify. This is a very popular marketing technique for independent musicians, and obviously it's all paid content basically. I did almost no organic content. So that was the first main thing that I did. And the second thing was playlisting. I have my own playlist that I promote. I did a campaign on Submit Hub and got placed in a few third-party playlists. And I will say that I got pretty lucky landing in some pretty big editorial placements. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how to do all of those things here. I have other videos on my channel. Those were the things that moved the needle. That was the heavy lifting. Now, the repeatable parts are setting up the ads, controlling the budget, targeting the right people. How well these ads do, that is a bit of luck. That depends on what's going on in the world. Are people actually connecting to the music? Similarly, what's repeatable is I can pitch my song to playlisters. I can send it to Spotify editors. The luck is actually landing on these playlists. But in some way, I'm creating my own luck by taking care of the things that I actually can do. And ultimately, a combination of these paid ads, getting really good saves, repeat listeners, streams, in conjunction with being on quite a lot of different playlists, obviously gave Spotify enough good data to push me heavily algorithmically, which is what ultimately got me to this nice big 100K over here. Hey, just a reminder that if you ever want to run a Meta or YouTube ads campaign to one of your next releases, I offer full package campaign services, so you don't have to spend hours of making bad twerking videos. I also offer one-off consultations if you just have questions, and I have course level bonus content on my Patreon. So scan the QR code on the screen now to contact me for these services. Otherwise, head to our description below for Patreon and other free downloads. But now back to the video. Now for me, the real lessons, I suppose, not really one thing, is first of all, patience. I even got patience tattooed to my arm, but somehow I can be good at jumping the gun. Obviously, posting the I failed video before the end of the year, I thought there was no chance, and it really seemed like my streams were tailing down. I guess I can really try and be more patient and just trust the process of it all, which kind of leads into the next thing of just keep on going. I think most people fail to reach their dreams or goals in music because they give up, because they get disheartened. I would be lying if I thought when I released my first few songs I wasn't going to blow up and be super famous. But if I listen to those now, I'm like, I understand why that didn't happen. And now I'm more just like, okay, I'm just going to keep on going. I'm not expecting major things every time. I just know that if I don't quit, I can never fail. I can't lose because I'm still in the game. And I think this is the biggest kind of learning for me, is just to keep on going. It's nice to get the results, but it just inspires me to keep on going. I just thought I'd share that. Of course, I have dropped off quite a bit now in terms of monthly listeners, and I'd love to get back up there. But I have also been thinking philosophically, what does that 100K even mean? You know, if a lot of it is algorithmic, this is people, I guess, listening in the background. 100K on a platform, what does that mean in terms of actual real fans, real people engaging with my music? So I'm asking myself these questions, and I'm actually working on another video on what I'm planning to do for 2026 in terms of promo and approaching my artist project. Because as I keep on going, you know, connecting with real people, fans I can actually speak to, like all of you in the comments or in the DMs from this channel even, that is so much more meaningful than knowing that I've had huge spikes of numbers of people listening to me. Sure, that's good for the ego for a couple of minutes, but connecting with real people, of course, in real life, but even online, reading comments and DMs and messages and just engaging in that way is very meaningful. So working on a video on discussing what my actual plan is in the near future. Now, there were quite a few comments also asking me, am I in the red? Am I in the green? Am I profiting from this? And I thought this would be something pretty interesting to look at. So if you are curious, I have actually added a bonus section to this video, which is on my Patreon. You can find a link to that at the bottom of this video. In it, I break down all of my costs associated with promoting the song and how I'm looking at in terms of revenue and have I actually made a profit? And can we actually make a profit from a Spotify? Is it a reasonable thing to hope for? So if you're curious, head over to Patreon. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like me to run your ads, you just want some coaching, want to have a call, maybe you need some Spotify editorial pitching help, I have an ebook on that. Check all the links below. But until the next video, thank you so much for watching and goodbye.